Hello, everyone. Come in on this money making Monday. Come in on this money making Monday. That's a quite twister. Money making Monday. And hit that thumbs up. Do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that like and share button. I had an idea I wanted to write down real quick before I dive into this live stream. Um, Listen, heart attacks rates increase on Mondays. I think it's from people reporting to work from a stressless weekend and reporting back to the JO to the B on Monday. And so, hey, let's come in. Hey, and if you're investing, I have some very, very good positive news for you. If you are ready for this financial reset, for this great reset, I have some great news for you. So this is not doom and gloom, but if you are not prepared, um, I will be very afraid, right? I would be very, very afraid. That's not to scare you, as I always say. That's to prepare you, right? It's not to scare you, that's to prepare you. However, some people may or may not want to be prepared. So you all come in, right? Some people like to live on the wild side. I heard this old saying that says, um, some the person that says or lives like there is no tomorrow. The problem is there is oftentimes always tomorrow. Tomorrow oftentimes always come for that person. So again, you all come and hit that share button. I'm just making some notifications on my other platform that I am live. And thank you so much for my YouTube family. I've hit 37,400 subscribers. Probably been YouTubing, uh, I don't know, maybe 6 years, right? First 3 years, I'm just uploading stuff, just, going about it, just doing some things, mainly when I'm coaching basketball. And then I decided to just, get the message out about finances. Also, after you hit that thumbs up, I want you to go to my website. Let me put it up. Crypto Queen 1111. Visit that website. And or you can do both, or you can do either or. Text. I really would like for you to text Rich. However, text Rich to that number on the screen first and foremost. Do that. Hit the thumbs up. Text Rich to the number on the screen, and text it 254-279-5515. 254-279-5515. Rich is it's an acronym for many things, right? Realizing I create happiness, residuals and crypto hourly, raking in cash hourly, right? Raking in commodities hourly, however you want to say it, raking in silver coins hourly. But realizing you create happiness. And once you realize you can create happiness, then residual income, raking in commodities, coins, God's money, right? That's not a problem at all once you come to that realization. So let's get into this live stream. IRS audit. You all know that I consistently teach about credit, cash flow, crypto, investing for this great financial reset, the greatest reset that this generation has ever experienced. And I come across this article, the IR to the S is having a surge of audits coming. A surge of audits coming, as you know, they would say in the old gospel song, soon and very soon. I hired someone to help me and to be my virtual assistant. And I asked them, I said, there probably are a lot of people. Let me pause this. And I'm gonna let you all listen to the video. I said, there's probably a lot of people that join my home-based business, and I asked them. I said, okay, and they may have guide the experts to show them how to get an increase of $300 to $600 out their paychecks. And I said, these people, I don't know if they know that their account is inactive, but I want you to send out text messages. It's not that I'm holding anybody's hand in this recession. Listen, especially if you're an adult, I think people have a right to do whatever they want to do. But this is the reason I asked my virtual assistant. I said, send out text messages to everybody that's inactive, but make sure you remove them from the groups and from my text message list. There's no, need for me to stay in communications with them. But let them know. Maybe they're not aware. I can't say I did not give them fair warning that if they receive any increase out of their paychecks and they don't have the business deductions to leverage it, that they can really position themselves for an audit. See, the Schedule C with the IRS is the most audited Schedule C, and that's the Schedule C that business owners and people that want to claim their home business tax deductions, so they can leverage out the income that they're making with the government, or they're not in a position of owing back anything, et cetera, et cetera. And I said, just, hey, at least I can sleep good at night knowing that I gave them at least a notification, right? And one thing I don't play with, and I've said this over and over again, is anything with three letters, right? IRS, FBI, FTC, that they're busting a lot of illegal credit repair organizations or companies or persons, right? God, like, let's just not play. Well, here is the proof behind the facts of what's going on. I think it's my other screen of myself. That the IRS says, you know what, we'll hire 87,000 more persons or personnels, and we're going to bring down some audits. So let's listen in and chime in.
There will be, according to the Congressional Budget Office, about 710,000 more audits on what you and I would call Walmart shoppers. You know them, families where every dime counts. They're getting crushed by inflation and higher fuel prices just to drive to the store. They will bear the brunt of these new audits. And as you know, look, when you have more cops, you have more arrests, and you're going to see a lot of that revenue to pay for this bill coming from those middle class working families who can absolutely least afford the IRS targeting and harassing them.
I got to tell you, Congressman, I just get tired of them selling us these packages by isolating these super targets. Like, we'll make Elon Musk pay his fair share. We'll make the billionaires pay their fair share. There's 700 billionaires. They're bringing on 87,000 IRS agents. Who do we think they're going to target?
Yeah, they can't target just the wealthy. Frankly, they do get targeted today, but there are simply so many more IRS agents that'll be unleashed on the American public. Of course, it's going to land on those Walmart shoppers and middle-class families. And the other increases in taxes are going to hit made-in-America manufacturers, our small businesses, and of course, workers who always bear the brunt of higher taxes. Don't take my word for it. The Joint Committee on Taxation confirms this. So there's no question this violates President Biden's pledge against higher taxes on middle-class families.
I think one of the more telling issues over the past weekend was this amendment by Senator Crapo. He said, okay, you're not going to go after small businesses. You're not going to go after anybody making less than $400,000. Let's vote on it. They put up the amendment, and it was 50-50. All 50 Democrats voted against it. None of them would vote. None of them would make the ultimate pledge, vote in front of the American public. We pledge to you that we've drawn a line in the sand. That's scary.
It is, and it is proof that they have no intention of not targeting these middle-class workers. That simple amendment, or even one that simply said, we are not going to audit middle-class families more under this bill. There are no protections for those hardworking families, which tells you everything really you need to know about this bill.
So, the Democrats, though, are doing a victory lap on it. The media is helping them out here. Apparently, the climate's going to change. The taxes are going to be right. Businesses are finally paying their quote-unquote fair share. I guess we find out the definition of fair share after 30 years of debate. Are you concerned about the midterms? Because the narrative in the media is that this changes everything.
Yeah, and the truth is, no, I'm not, because we are running the country is running on Joe Biden and congressional Democrats' record. It is a miserable record with a cruel economy, and nothing they're going to do can change that, because this will not tamp down inflation. In fact, I think the University of Penn model, Penn Wharton model, shows that inflation could well increase here in the next 2 years. You're going to see nothing about reducing the debt here. They have budget gimmicks in place. And so what people are going to experience is more inflation, a bigger worker crisis, because they're subsidizing some with better health care to stay home than reconnect to work as well. So, I know the press is going to make this out as significant, but American people, they are going to bear the brunt of this.
Yeah, unless you know what, your
So middle class people going to, as always, the rich will. The rich will never be taxed because they know how to have tax shelters. They know how to move their money that's less tax. I was just on a private Zoom with my mentor, and he was saying that if you buried a stockpile of cash in the 1930s, right? A stockpile of cash in your backyard. During that time, you had enough to buy a home. Right now, you might have enough to purchase a pair of True Religion jeans. And so, people, the United States dollar is something else that came out on our private Zoom. The United States dollar has declined by 2,000%, 2,000% since 1913, right? Since 1913, United States dollar has declined by 2,000%. And this is why I tell people, when you text that number on the screen, when you visit the website, I'm not trying to get you into something. I'm trying to get you out of it. But you can only help people that want to help themselves, right? I'm not trying to be the savior. Even Jesus did not help people that did not want to help themselves. He gave everyone a free will. And on top of that, more news: U.S. gas prices will jump back. Many people were hoping that by November that we, might see $2 gas prices again. Gas prices right now, we're seeing it in some areas $3.50, some areas below. But let me just show you how people are so mind manipulated that right now, after getting above $4, right? If they see $3.50, they take that as, wow, that's great. Right? Let me move my chair off. That's great. Whoa, three. They forgot that just a couple of months ago it was $2. And this the game, the manipulation. And I have 3 vehicles, right? I have 3 vehicles. I fill them up as soon as they get to a half a tank. And just this weekend, I drove one Saturday, one Sunday, one today. Between the 3 of them, that was $150 for me, right? I let all of them get to a half a tank before I fill up again. Once they're at a half, I fill up. That's before gas prices got to where they are now. That's always been my motto, right? For many different reasons, because it saves money, but also it helped the maintenance on my vehicles, right? Where I don't have a lot of maintenance problems. I'm driving it to E or a fourth a tank. And that was $150. Like, to fill those 3 up back to a full. So U.S. gas prices will jump that's maybe, probably on average, if I drive all of them every 1, 2, or 3 days, that's, easily $150, 6 to every 7 days. So if people are not taking advantage of the opportunity to get more cash flow out of their paycheck, again, on average, $300 to $600 through these financial solutions, then you might want to get a second job, at least. At least get a second job, or maybe 3. Because I don't see how tomorrow's money for a lot of people is going to pay for today's prices. I don't see how yesterday's money gonna pay even. I don't see how today's money is gonna pay for tomorrow's prices at the rate of inflation. Gas prices will jump back to $4.35 soon because supplies are running low, according to Goldman Sachs. This was released today. So, U.S. gas prices will jump back. It didn't say might, did not say could, did not say expected to. It said will jump back to $4.35 a gallon and will average $4.40 in 2023. So this is the average for next year, people. Goldman Sachs has predicted gas prices have fallen sharply after topping $5 a gallon in June, with the average price being $4.59. However, Goldman said that the oil and gas prices are likely to pick back up because the supplies remain tight, right? Because the supplies remain tight. People, also this Wednesday coming out, you're going to have the inflation rate that's rolling out, right? Listen, after the Fed has already raised 75 basis points for August and June. Now, according to media, it could have raised 100 basis points, which means no more cheap debt. And if you're holding on certain types of debt, that interest rate is going to be higher, such as variable rate interest, adjustable rate interest, credit cards, vehicle loans. The state of Mississippi, news just released, the state of Mississippi right now, number one state for the highest credit card debt holding or balance. So where there is no vision, people perish. When people have no vision for their life, they perish, whether they perish into poverty. Where there is no vision, where there is no goals, you just wake up and just whatever the day gives you, that's how you react to it. No, I had a private meeting with my team last night in my financial company, and I asked them, I said, what does your millionaire morning look like? Like, what is your millionaire morning routine? What is it that you do that's mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, and maybe physically, that gets you in the mood, the mindset, and in preparations to start your day with a success habit? I pause on that one. To start your day with success habits. Do you wake up first thing in the morning and hydrate yourself? Go to the gym. Get a mental recharge. Maybe you go on YouTube and you listen to something inspirational, motivational, educational. Have a cup of coffee or hot tea and you meditate. Or do you just rush out of bed? Oh, I'm late for work. Throw your clothes in the dryer, hop in the shower, rush and brush your teeth, rush through traffic to get to a job that you may not like. Some people may love their job, but I promise you, you don't like being under the pressure of being rushed to get there, right? And now you didn't have a routine, or you don't have a routine established to set the tone of your day. Otherwise, you just embrace whatever blows that life dishes out to you. What's your millionaire morning routine? Do you just react to life, or do you set the path to your life? Are you proactive, or are you reactive to life? Do you plan your day out, right? I used to talk to a person on the phone all the time, and he would say, track your day, right? Track your dollar and track your diet. Do you keep track of that? You keep track of the carbohydrates you eat, the sodium intake, the sugar intake, you know, or do you just, whatever you feel like doing, you just do it? And guess what? Those habits, see, you do not determine your future, your habits do. You do not determine your future. Your habits do. I know people want to put their future in the control of some exterior source, but for the most part, you control your future. No, you can't control an accident or incident, right? But for the most part, your habits, they control your future. And so, with this being said, 100 basis point is on the way. This is why I said, most middle class are screwed. 75%. 5% with these IRS audits that's coming, 75% of the middle class is screwed. Fed could approve 100 basis point interest rate hike after job shocker. This is going to come out with job shocker. The job report that they're referring to is going to be released Wednesday. The scorching hot July jobs report raises the risk of full percentage point rate increase when the Federal Reserve will meet in September as policymakers try to crush inflation and cool the labor market. So they're trying to cool the labor market, which means they don't want people consuming, buying houses, buying vehicles, having access to credit card, debt that most of Americans depend upon because they don't know how to get their money back from the government through their paychecks, right? You're overtaxed $300 to $600 average on paychecks, and then you can get more tax deductions back at the end of the year to offset the increased money that you have coming in. Now, if that's what you want to do, text Rich to the number on the screen. I'll get you the information and the strategies that you need to apply. So, Citigroup strategists wrote today that they could make the 75 basis point hike in September very likely and raise the potential for further supersized increases. People, if you're not supersizing the money that you're already making right now, my question is why? And so 100 basis point increase will put the first of its size, the very first of its size since the Fed started raising, right, faster than expected rates in 1994. So the biggest ever. They said the United States added 528,000 jobs. I don't know. If they did, it's probably retail. I haven't really broke down a list. But very low wage, low paying, at minimum wage, below minimum wage type jobs. In the sectors of hospitality, restaurants, hotel, like fast food chains, et cetera, et cetera. So again, Chairman Jerome Powell said another 75 basis point could be expected. We definitely going to be watching the news on Wednesday. Also, you have to keep an eye on what's going on between Taiwan and China, right? Definitely do not want that to be a black swan event or escalate into World War III. But let's look into that. How did this trip affect the United States consumers? How did Pelosi going to Taiwan affect the United States consumers. Well, I'm glad you all asked. You all hit those thumbs up. I'm showing 377 people in, and I only got one hello. At least come in and say hello, right? At least come in and say hello. So, how did Pelosi's visit affect the U.S. Consumers? Well, Speaker of the House, when she visited Taiwan last week, everybody's waiting on China response, and evidence suggests China will not stop its military drills, right? And so the last time they said that according to the media, they saw a crisis like this was 1996. And at the time, the computer chips market was not dominated by Taiwan yet. Plus, the market was a lot smaller. Chinese president warned of economic consequences. This is the part. Doesn't have to be a physical war anymore when they're saying economic consequences, right? And people, this is all by design. Hello, Chicago. I have some family from there. There we go. Here we go. Hello, all. Thank you. Be the change you wish to see. Thank you for saying hello. My cousin's birthday is today, and she is out of Chicago, right? So China could hamstring Taiwan's ability to export products. Of course, Taiwan is one of the United States' top 10 trade partners. In addition, also vehicles and machinery imports. The island, the largest manufacturer of computer processed chips in the world. So some people are talking about China blocking Taiwan's ports so Taiwan's chips can't go out. And, you know, let's see. And the thing about this, like, nobody can really give you a concrete evidence of why Nancy was there anyway. Like why are you there? Why this time? The smart chips have been a problem for a long, long time. So why are you addressing this now at this particular time? People other than it is all by design, right? This is all by design. But the thing is, most Americans, most middle class, are not designing their future. They're going to, again, middle class, 75% of them are going to be wiped out. Between taxes, between inflation, and cost of living. Between more of these audits coming in, right? The government gets, looking at the people that did the PPP loans and all that stuff. So now they're saying, people, for some reason, is now having more cash exchanges, people taking out more cash physically and saying this is, I guess they're doing more like the Dave Ramsey envelope system. This is what I have for food. This is my cost of living. This is what's left. They're doing like the Dave Ramsey envelope system. Like mark this gas, mark this food. But let me tell you something. People, again, since 1913, the United States dollar has crashed 2,000%. Right? I don't care how you do the envelope system or whatever system, until you put that cash in something that's going to grow faster than inflation. Grow. Because you can work a second job, and a second job is for some people. It's not for everybody, but I believe it is for some people, because some people just, I don't care who tells them, they just will not invest in themselves or to even grow their money. Because it takes a mindset to invest, right? The mindset is to me, the hurdle to get over. Because once you get the mindset, the skill set is easy. I mean, you can visit my website, Queen of Coin Silver, and get physical silver. It doesn't take a rocket science to invest in silver. Just make sure you store it somewhere outside of your home. And I definitely would not store it in security boxes inside the banks. Right? Cryptocurrency to me is an easy investment. Even putting your crypto on a cold wallet and transferring your crypto. That's not hard at all. The question is what's hard is or difficult for some people just breaking through that mindset. Ethereum broke past $1,700 today. You know that there's big, or maybe you don't know, but there's a big merger coming for Ethereum that's moving from proof of work to proof of stake. And most price prediction for this is saying Ether could go up to $5,000. And this is coming next month, September as well. So Ethereum is going to proof of stake, which is more economically friendly than what it's doing right now. And I'm not saying it's going to go to $5,000. I'm just saying, that's what the predictions are of insiders, and supposedly experts. And so this Ethereum merge and transition into staking is highly anticipated. And most people say, well, what if I throw $100, $200, $500? Um, People listen, and hey, I believe in baby steps. Dave Ramsey teach baby steps, but that small amount, even if Ethereum doubles, that's only going to give you double the amount. $500 may double you to 1,000. Like, how long would 1,000 last? And this is why it's so important to increase your cash flow right now and get the maximum out of your paycheck. And with only 5 months left in 2022, get the maximum out of your tax refund. But if you are not a home-based business owner, you don't get that. So text Rich to that number on the screen, and it's very inexpensive to get thousands. So don't let a couple of $100 keep you from thousands. You got Flow today up 3%. Solana, a lot of things in the green, right? Liquidity up 36%. So it's wealth opportunities out here everywhere. The question is, are you taking advantage of them? Because now is the time or the position for the greatest financial reset that this generation has ever experienced. Ever experienced. So Ethereum 2.0 is coming, right? And after the merge, which is going to bring in a lot of pumps to altcoins as well, and a lot of altcoins that's connected with Ethereum. So people, I have some, work to do outside. I didn't want to make this a very, very long, but get ready, hold on, middle class. If you don't get your tax strategy, if you don't add these 470 tax deductions, if you don't have a plan for inflation, if you don't have a plan for these over $4 gas prices coming again, if you don't have a plan in September for these 100 basis point, pretty much, as nice as I can put it, it's over with. It's your decision, right? If you feel like you're not knowledgeable enough in crypto, at least get your cash flow up and get in silver. Everyone should be able to afford a 24-ounce silver. And as my mentor said, if you cannot afford that, then you need to go work at Burger King or McDonald's somewhere. But I can tell you what, doing nothing right now should not be an option. It's like me telling you that you're on a burning building and I'm trying to give you a parachute because you have no option. If you sit there, you're going to get consumed by fire or smoke. But if you jump, let me give you this safety valve so you can put on and you can have a secure landing. So either you can jump blindsided without a safety valve, without strategies, and you take the landing and hope for the best, or you can stay on top of this burning building and get consumed by fire or smoke, whichever one happens first. But all I'm saying, people, we have a great reset among us. A lot of people in September are going to be happy. This have investments. Their investments are going to skyrocket up. Also, some news about Shiba Inu is that Shiba Inu, they have a new ecosystem and is continuing to grow. Bone now broke past $1 for SHEEB, which is a part of the ecosystem, and so it's as Planet, I think, crypto reported I think that was last week, the price surge, and as the launch of Shibarium. Shibarium is coming out. That's a SHEEB 2-layer, and you know that breached over $1 over the weekend, and so my numbers are 11. SHEEB has been up 11% over the last 30 days. However, I do tell people, I personally, if I was a beginner in cryptocurrency, would not start with the meme coin like SHEEB or Doge. I would definitely get the blue chip cryptocurrencies first. So you all text, opt into my website. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for everyone that came in and said hello from Detroit, Michigan, Chicago, everyone else that tuned in. 400 people, but I have some work to do. So I'm going to end this live stream and I'll see you on the other side. You want to get your credit scores up and want to see within 24 hours how much more money you qualify to get out of your paycheck. And no, it's not free. It is an investment, but the investment is very inexpensive. And more times for the investment, more people have more than double that of getting money out of their paycheck that help them to now have investing income and to have it at a more comfortable level where they're not spending or putting their last into an investment. And if, like cryptocurrency, takes a crash like it did, Bitcoin's at 40K to all the way to 19,000, they okay with that. They can ride the wave or ride the tides, rather. The tides in that case. They'll be okay. But that's that's the type of investment position you need to be in. You don't need to be investing your bill money or your grocery money or your vehicle note. You need to invest from a position of excess, extra, right? So let me help you do that. You all have a great, great night. Make sure you hit the thumb up. Queen out. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel too on YouTube. Visit the website, also queenofcoinsilver.com and CryptoQueen1111.